When it comes to making French nouns plural, it's pretty simple. Most French nouns just get the letter S. Almost all French nouns just add an S on the end to make it plural, and you do not hear that S usually. If a singular French noun already ends in an S, you leave it the same. And if it ends in the letters X or Z, you also just leave it the same. There's no need to add anything or change anything. So for example, le gaz, the word for like gas, becomes les gaz. Le pays becomes les pays. La voix is les voix. And there's no sound change for those. If a singular French noun ends in the letters AU, EAU, EU, or OEU, you usually put an X on the end to make that word plural. For example, un chapeau becomes les chapeaux. Un jeu becomes les jeux. I like to think of the word cheveux, EUX on the end. If a singular noun ends in the letters AL, switch that AL into AUX. Like un animal becomes les animaux, or un cheval becomes les chevaux. As far as exceptions, there are a few. Here are some of them. Un bijou becomes les bijoux. Un caillou is les cailloux. Le carnaval and festival and récital, they get S's on the end. Les carnaval, les festivals, les récitals. Un pneu, which is a tire, becomes les pneus. And le travail changes a lot. It becomes les travaux. There's a little saying to remember some of these OUs that get S's on the end. If you remember when we learned about adjectives, most OU words get an S, like the word fou, crazy, becomes fou, F-O-U-S, for plural. But bijou, caillou, and a few other ones are unique, and there's a weird little saying that I learned once that said, Viens mon chou, mon bijou, mon joujou, sur mes genoux, et jette des cailloux à ce hibou plein de poux. And these are all words, joujou, bijou, chou, genou, caillou, and hibou, and pou, that when they become plural, you change them to the letter X. Chou is a cabbage, or a pet word for like my dear. Bijou is jewelry. Joujou are toys. Genou are your knees. Caillou are little pebbles or stones. An hibou is an owl. And pou are lice. This is a weird little phrase. It says, oh, come here, my little dear, my jewel, my toy. Sit on my knees and let's throw some little rocks at this owl who has lice. French is cute. But it's a way to remember these few weird nouns that get an X in the plural form. You probably won't use tons of those words, but maybe genou and hibou, hopefully not pou. And then last but not least, there are a couple of nouns that just are really irregular. Œil for eye becomes les yeux, your eyes. Le ciel, the sky, becomes les cieux. And then the word monsieur for like Mr. or Sir becomes monsieur. Monsieur, messieurs. It's actually not that weird looking though if you consider that mon, my, becomes mes, my plural. So I don't just put an S on the end of monsieur, I change it to monsieur.